Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren Brin. I'm the Assistant Commissioner of the MIAA, and I'm very excited to be here today with Anna Tucker from Hope College. Anna, how are you today?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I am a junior. I'm on the track and cross country team, favorite event 5K, 10K. I'm also an exercise science major. I'm on the pre-physical therapy track, so I'll be applying for PT schools soon. So yeah, it's basically me.
You've obviously had some time in the MIAA. What is your favorite part about being in this conference, and who are some of your favorite rivals to compete against?
Yeah, I would say this conference is just the the competition is just amazing. Not only the competition, but also the relationship between different competitors. One thing I've really noticed in my time here is that yes, we're competitive with each other and we like a good race, but at the same time, we're also all really supportive of each other. Whenever I see other teams in our conference around at the bigger meets, we're all really supportive and we love talking to each other. So I just really love that atmosphere between all of the teams in MIAA. Some of my favorite rivalries, well, obviously there's the Hope Calvin rivalry. That's just great, really long-standing tradition. And so whenever we see each other, we know it's going to be a really good race. It's going to be really fun. Of course, Evie Miller. She's great to race against, super friendly. I love talking to her. So yeah, those are some of my favorites.
And why Division III?
I chose Division III because, well, for multiple different reasons. One of them is that they really prioritize academics, and so I've been in a few more difficult classes over the past few years, and I really love how there's not like this super big pressure to always show up for everything and always be super intense about the sport. Yes, we try hard, but if I have a super hard test the next day and I communicate that to my coach, he'll usually be flexible with me and allow me to study for that. And so I really appreciate that balance between academics and athletics. Also, Division III is really unique in the way that we don't get athletic scholarships. And so I really enjoy how a lot of people's motivator and simply just running for the love of the sport and for getting to know other people. And I think that's a really beautiful thing.
It sounds like you're pretty busy between school and your sport, but what hobbies do you have outside of that?
Oh, I would say I have a couple different hobbies. I really like art. I really like drawing. I actually used to be thinking about doing an art minor here at Hope. And so I took some art classes in my first couple of years. Now I kind of shifted away from that, but I still really like to do art in my free time. I also really like to read. And I love going into downtown Holland. One really cool thing about Hope is it's like connected to downtown Holland almost. And so you can just walk like 5 minutes and there's all these like really cute stores and shops that you can go to, bookstores, art stores, restaurants, everything you could ask for. So I really enjoy doing that too.
This was kind of the perfect segue into one of the questions that I had. You created illustrations for the cover of a new human anatomy lab workbook written by not only your kinesiology professors, but also your track and field coach. How did they discover that you have this talent for drawing?
Yeah, I communicated to my coach that I was an art minor. And so he had that idea to kind of combine my two interests of anatomy, physiology, and art and allow me to do that project. And I was definitely really honored that they chose me and trusted me to do that for them. I still see students carrying around that textbook sometimes, and it's just a really cool moment to be like, wow, I like did something for them. And it was just really nice to explore kind of that section of like my academic passion, which is something really great about going to like a liberal arts colleges. You can kind of explore those different areas and get to know what you like. So even though I'm not an art minor anymore, I thought that was a really good experience for me, definitely.
So over the summer, you did some research with your kinesiology professor, who is also your cross-country coach. So what was that opportunity like, and how did it help you grow in, your pursuit of a degree in kinesiology?
Yeah, that was a really fun opportunity. We did it over the summer and we were researching different racing shoes. So we were looking at the Vaporfly and we were comparing it to just your traditional like distance running spike. It was the Nike Rival D. And that was just, it really made me feel more passionate about my major. Not only that, but it also helped me learn more about communication skills and how to organize this really big group of runners. So our participants were actually people who were on the cross country team who were in Holland for the summer. And it was a little bit of a challenge to try to round up everybody during the summer when they're all having their busy schedules and everything. So that was just a really good exercise in trying to learn how to communicate with people and get people organized. And I think that'll help as I go on to be a captain on the team, just knowing how to get people on the same page. And it really just made me aware of how much room is left to research in the field of exercise science. And that's really exciting because it's kind of unique in the way that I'm quite literally a student of the sport. I'm studying runners. And so being able to study a subject that's so specific to my sport motivates me in my sport. And then my sport motivates me more in the subject. And so there's just this really cool relationship between academics and athletics where one motivates the other, which I really enjoy. So
I do like closing out each interview with kind of a fun, different question. So it sounds like you're big into reading and visiting bookstores. What, if you had to recommend a book to me right now, what book would it be?
I would have to say read Lord of the Rings, like at least the first book of Lord of the Rings. But if you can do like the whole trilogy, that would be amazing. It's just such a good, he does such good world building, such a good little subject to get into. And so, yeah, that'd be my recommendation.
I love it. Well, Anna, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me and good luck to you and your team the rest of the season.
Thank you.